I got no time for garbage games, man.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, yeah.
Don't lie to me. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5. Okay. Let's just circle the drain a little bit.
You're the worst. I'm laughing, but
wow,
you're the worst.
That toilet, though. It was just a circle.
But, you know, aren't your toilets, like, completely, perfectly circular?
No.
I guess I've been doing toilets wrong.
Yeah. I've had 2 toilets in this apartment. Neither of them were circles.
Oh boy. Okay, so first we have Brian Dutton's room.
I've had 2 refrigerators in this apartment as well. It's... I don't live in the best apartment block in the city.
Oh, I'm dying to see what...
So do you remember the cards, like left, right, up, down thing? Yep, again.
You know what's a really good mechanic for your puzzle game?
The bad guy laughing at you like this.
I'm going to have to stop.
Mechanic, not
No, that is the mechanic I'm talking about.
dialogue. Or reusing puzzles. Especially when they're not good puzzles. Like, you,
I goofed.
yeah, you did.
Sorry.
Okay, so this is bad.
I mean, you certainly ain't wrong.
Are we Please tell me they're not going to reuse this puzzle again after this.
No, they reuse their puzzles a max of twice.
Curses!
Except for the create a sentence thing.
Up and down and
Also, that's
I
just...
I think we're done with that.
That's straight up
This one
just...
was harder.
That's straight up just a swastika. Like, why? No,
I don't know,
don't
but
go.
I'm pretty sure Mel Brooks was involved somehow.
You screwed it up.
To unhide them in
Yeah, I screwed it up bad. This one's actually harder to do, so.
Yeah, but you screwed it up.
I screwed it up. So how's your unscrewed up day going?
It was fine until we started doing... Well, okay. It was...
Admit it, you're having a grand time with the 7th guest, just the wrong kind of grand time.
A grand old time. No, it was fine. Like, Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, I always have to get up, like, really... Well, really early. I'm a university student. I have to get up for, like, 9 o'clock in the morning. But, yeah, I have Latin at 9:30 in the morning, and so that's always fun. It means that, like, because I don't go to sleep until, like, 1 o'clock,
I'm going to have to stop.
That sounds regrettable.
yeah, like,
Almost as regrettable as my life decisions.
like, there's a reason that I probably am sounding progressively more and more like, I don't know, maybe like drunk as we go through these.
I was gonna go cantankerous, but sure, that also works.
It's not because I'm actually, like, doing anything. I'm just sitting here, like, but yeah, it's like I've been up since 7 o'clock this morning, and I didn't go to sleep until, like, 1 or 2 a.m. So I would probably be doing just about it. Like, I can already see, like, the ways that you've screwed this up and how it ideally should be done, but I probably wouldn't be doing any better than you if I were trying to record this.
Thank you for the recognition. You're just as bad as me.
Speaking of which, I don't know if... I think...
Speaking of which...
Well, speaking of me playing things live, you need internet at some point that can actually do anything. Because...
I mean, you're not wrong.
Because I actually have internet now, which means that we could do live commentary of games while I'm playing if you had the internet to be able to watch them. Hey, we got there.
So you live to play another day.
Tragically.
Yeah, that would be a great way to do the garbage games that I've got too, because like then we could both suffer in real time.
Oh man, I just want to die.
Yeah, right?
Uh-oh.
Oh, my word. Yes.
Yes! It's all mine!
Money. Rich. Filthy rich.
So he wanted money.
You don't say.
What is this?
What is this? No!
Goodbye, Brian.
Not the bees!
Tragically,
Wow.
needs more bees.
That little UFO whirl while we turned, though.
Isn't that what happens when you turn corners?
A secret room. This is the puzzle that Stop set out. And I solved it.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
The worst thing that the 11th hour does is it makes all the geometry Euclidean. What?
you just got straight domed out by that gargoyle.
Using only what you see, can you get from A to B?
This puzzle's annoying.
There's more to these markings than meets the eye.
Bleh.
Blech. Blech.
Bleh.
Is there a pattern to this?
Bleh.
Blech.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
I could have solved this. No. If I just gone up.
We'll all be dead by the time you solve this.
I can only wish.
Using
So what are you
only
supposed to
you
do?
see, can you get from A to B?
Oh, you'll love this. If you start a sequence on a purple tile,
Uh-huh.
you move 3 more tiles before they all fall. If you start your sequence on a yellow tile, you move 2 more before they all fall.
Uh-huh.
If you start your sequence on a blue tile, it just falls out with when you hit the next one.
Uh-huh.
It's as easy as
And I buffed it again. I could have solved it. I still can. Will I? Nope!
We'll all be dead by the time you solve this.
So you have to get to the end with a perfect, like,
Using only what you
so
see,
that the last tile, like, ends the sequence. So what you have to do is you have to get on that, you have to start a sequence on that purple tile at the top.
more to these
Ugh.
than meets the eye.
I think I solve it this time.
So you know what else is a good game?
I really like how this is your coping mechanism.
Is there a pattern to this?
I'm actually like I haven't been playing anything like aside from Sonic Mania and Arkham Knight lately. I mean, except Hearthstone, but talking about Hearthstone is
He said be careful not to slip and fall. And then the floor repairs itself, and then we get this somewhat creepy sequence.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that anything in this game is creepy.
Now the sacrifice must come from you. It must be
What?
Oh no, the baby's deflating! Someone help it!
God. They really do just like... Wow. Thank you.
So, if you were too spooked out by that, here, let us unspook you.
Skeleton warning. Okay. Do.
And the worst part is this would be a game that would have a skeleton playing a trumpet. And you know it to be true.
Whoa! Oh, he looked at us! Oh no! Okay. Man, that completely just knocked me off the track of what I was gonna say before.
Maybe that's okay, because we're about to reach the most infamous part of the game.
Are we?
And not the part about the guy with no brain functioning like a man with a brain.
That guy?
Yeah.
I mean, he has no top of his head! Is that my brain? Wait, his brain is still there?
Yep. Don't smell it.
What? What? What?
I'm sure it smells horrible. It must be however many years old.
Oh,
Alright,
boy.
so remember the seventh guest infection? I'm really upset. So, this puzzle is Othello, played against an impossible opponent.
Wow.
So, you see what happened was when the seventh guest came out, it would take about a half second to a quarter second to think before it moved, right?
Sure.
And however many cycles this processor gave it in that amount of time is the number of cycles it was allowed to use.
Sure.
You might notice that the half second has not changed, but the speed of our computers has.
Yeah.
So do you detect a problem?
The computer's gonna outthink you?
Uh-huh.
That's actually that's a problem that leads to some really hilarious issues with older games. I can remember one time I tried probably like a decade ago now, like maybe even more than that, but I tried installing like an old Wing Commander game from the CD onto a modern computer that I had at the time. Are we just giving up on that?
I have to cheat.
Actually, I have two anecdotes related to this.
Good, because it takes me some time to cheat, so go ahead.
So yeah, I tried installing it was probably one of the pre-FMV Wing Commander games, which would have been like one or two, I think. And I tried installing them onto a modern computer that I had at the time, which wasn't even that good of a computer, but when I loaded up the game and tried to play it, it ran at 300% speed.
Oops.
So, as soon as I started a mission, like, as soon as I tried to start up the first mission, it was like, pew! And instantly dead. And it was like, oh, I can't play this.
Did you happen to be 3,000% speed?
Well, yeah, probably, that would probably be closer, yeah. But it was
amazing.
It was absurd. It's because, like, yeah, games back in the 90s tied a lot of their speeds right to your processor speed, because that was a good idea and not spaghetti code at all.
It's not spaghetti code, it's just an atrocious decision.
Yeah, it's like games that tie the in-game physics to the frame rate and stuff, so that if you speed up the frame rate, it just speeds up the game. Whoa, that's a good decision. But yeah, the other anecdote about modern processors completely, actually no, I have two more. I have another one in addition to the one I was already thinking, but I've probably talked about the one I just thought of. So the previous one is that a couple, actually maybe like a year ago now, this game can be infectious. Oh!
I got really ticked at this point because you have to actually try the puzzle again before it'll advance to the next clue.
Ugh. Yeah, so like a little over a year ago, I reinstalled Toy Story 2.
Yeah, I love that thing.
Yeah, because that was a game that I had when I was a kid, and I was really interested in playing it again, and I actually think that it kind of holds up. Like, it's not a great game, but as far as like licensed 3D platformers go, it's not bad, but I got to a point where near the end of the game, there's a boss fight against Zurg, for everyone who remembers their Toy Story.
Well, that boss was impossible, man.
That boss is literally impossible now on modern processors, because the conceit of the boss fight is that he's constantly flying away from you, and you have to like knock back you have to hit him in melee with your melee spin so that you can actually deal damage to him, because he's invincible when he's just like flying away from you. And the problem is that with faster processors that we have now, he is too fast for you to catch, so you can't hit him with your melee spin, which means that you just can't beat the boss because he's invincible. So I got to that point and was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong in this boss fight, but I know that I beat it when I was a kid, so I don't know. So I'm gonna look this up. And yeah, it was like, people were like, oh, well, the game was designed to run at a specific processor speed, and it doesn't work on, like, you can maybe try to get a workaround by like artificially lowering your processor speeds. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that for one game from 15 years ago.
Well, you're less dedicated than I am.
It wouldn't be a problem if it like ran on an emulator or something. Like if it was a DOSBox game, which it's not old enough for that, but like if it ran on an emulator where you could well, actually, I guess technically you could run like a virtual OS and like
It's another
try to tell that to limit your processor somehow and like install it through the virtual OS. But like, I'm not gonna do that for one game. You know?
Well, I mean, the reason I do anything with Windows 98 is because I want to run terrible old games.
I mean, that's what GOG is for, you know?
Yeah, but GOG doesn't have Sim Coaster for some godforsaken reason.
I wish it would, like... There are some old games that I you can't find anywhere. Like...
And I have the copy, dang it. It's like, why?
Yeah, but... Man, it was... I was having a lot of fun, like, replaying it, too. And, like, then I just got to that point, it was like, wow, that's a shame. Because it's like, there's only, like, 2 levels after that. And, like, there's, like, 2 levels and a boss fight. And then you're done with the game. And it's just like,
Oh, by the way, if you go for a third hint for a puzzle, it just solves it for you.
Yay!
So, if the game had been completed correctly, like, if they had finished developing it correctly, using the book to skip puzzles would result in a bad ending. But thankfully, they never actually got that.
Punishing the player for,
Skipping the undefeatable.
Choose game option. Where's quit?
I've never heard you so salty.
How much... What else is there left to do in here anyway?
4 rooms. 2 on the upper floor. And 2 on the lower floor. And then the attic. And then that's it.
Ugh.
Oh, don't you worry. Your grunts are way too early. I hope you've been appreciating my naming conventions.
Your game has been saved.
Your game has been saved.
Nothing can save me from the next 10 minutes.
Speeding up in post can.
Well, I mean, I speeded up in pre, so... I wish that Speed 8X still maintained the sound. Because that would have just been beautiful, but oh well. 4X will have to do.
Well, you know what? You sped it up 4 times. That means that I can speed it up 4 times.
At least send me a clip of what this sounds like, thank you.
That's gonna be the trailer for this series.
Do it. Do it. Because I cannot stand what's about to happen next. This is the bottom of adventure gaming. This is proof that God has nothing to do with game development. It is the worst thing that has ever been committed to binary.
This sounds really promising.
It is a simple mechanic that... Oh, look, a cork. That's it.
What?
It is the single worst idea. Actually, the idea is fine. It's been done before. It's the execution that's just so awful. So unrelenting, so unforgiving, so poorly implemented. And I blame Fat Man for it.
I don't think he was involved with the development of the game.
He composed this.
So, have you been playing any good games lately?
What's a good game?
Well, for example, what is a good game? I've heard that Inside is a pretty good game. That's
Oh,
apparently.
that's a lie. I just got like a couple Inspector Parker Cash games, and they're actually really fun.
They're just super difficult to record.
Yeah, they just won't record under anything. Like they won't record under any single recording software I have.
I had a lot of issues with Omicron, the Nomad Soul, which show in the video.
Games, yeah. The thing is, the Inspector Parker games run on Macromedia Flash in reduced window.
Oh boy!
But that like pretends it's full screen.
I bet
It's awkward.
I bet I could figure it out.
Maybe I'll get you to do it.
I
can't.
I don't have the games, but yeah.
Okay, it's still got the stupid. Stop playing. I have to listen to a much worse soundtrack. It's more attractive than what's about to happen right now.
Da 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 da.
Worse. This music haunts my dreams.
I remember when I used to.
Is this a game of Simon?
Uh-huh. Do you hear this background music?
That tune seems.
It doesn't help.
I bet I could play it.
Experiencing fear. And you know what the best part of this puzzle is? David? Do you know what the best part of this puzzle is?
What's that?
If you make a mistake,
You have to start over from the beginning.
you start over from scratch. My mom was asking how to reset her phone.
That's another thing that has been in so many different games that I've played over the years, and it's never good. There has never been a good Simon mini game in a video game. Like,
Having fun yet?
why do they keep doing it?
There. Done. Start over. I'm sorry for not moving for like 30 seconds here, but I was literally screaming. As shown here. And then my mom interrupted again because I was screaming.
Yeah, so you should definitely play Sonic Mania because it's nowhere near this frustrating.
That's a statement and a half right there, isn't it?
That sounds like damning with frame. No, Sonic Mania is actually a good game. It's a good game, guys.
Please believe.
Please to be. How many times do you actually have to do that?
You mean how many notes?
Yeah.
17.
Why?
What I said. And the best part is if you misclick on the far right and click between the keys, you move away from the piano and have to start over.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I cut about an hour and a half in total out of this.
And they made a sequel to this?
And guess what? The sequel's so much worse.
I know I've said this before about games that we've played. But I don't see how it could be.
Is that a challenge? I'm clicking very slowly for reasons I'm sure you understand.
You know what's a good game?
The Seventh Guest.
Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon's an excellent game. Significantly less stressful than this. Do you see that beckoning hand? If you click, you have to start over. Why? F sharp.
So you live to play another day.
To my great chagrin.
Is it, you didn't
And what's-
kill us when
to
we
be-
messed up.
I mean, we get this cutscene, which is pretty good.
Stop struggling. Stop struggling, or I'll squeeze you till you pop.
What are you doing to that young boy?
He's ours, Dutton. We figured out what to do. The boy is ours. No, the boy's mine.
So do you remember how Brian Dutton got a knife to stab a baby with?
Get away.
Here it is.
Well, give us the boy, Dutton.
You have the boy.
You have the boy. Oh God.
Away.
Stab. Oh.
Her trying to be frightened acting is amazing.
Let me look slightly concerned.
Good news. We never have to play the piano ever again. I hope. If I play the next game and have to do a piano Simon puzzle, I'm just quitting. Like, I'm just going to like put you in my will. You get to inherit my entire seventh game collection, and then just gonna throw myself out a window.
End of LP. Just like, sorry guys, not even gonna try.
I'm sure you all understand. On the bright side, we're almost done. So, no. Oh,
look, it's a little gnome.